Hello, good morning students. Myself is Kanti sir, teaching mathematics, English medium, standard 10. Today we are going to start a new lesson, that is chapter number 5, arithmetic progression. Now what is the mean by arithmetic progression? So actually arithmetic progression is nothing but a one type of series which progress if something added is there, something is being added. Suppose I say 1, 4, 7, 10, then this is the arithmetic progression. Why? Because 3 is added there. So means difference between two consecutive terms will be equal. Difference between two consecutive terms will be equal everywhere. Then it is called arithmetic progression. That difference may be positive, may be negative, and may be 0 also. Here you can say difference is positive. Means what is being added? 3. So D is 3 here. Okay. Now same way, if I write 20, 16, 12, 8, like that, then this is also arithmetic progression. Why? Because here also something is added. What is added? D equal to minus 4. So minus 4 is being added everywhere. So difference of any two consecutive terms remains equal only. Now 1, 1, 1, 1. This is also arithmetic progression. Why? D equal to 0. So now you understand what is the meaning of arithmetic progression. How to find D? If you cannot find D orally, then you have to find D by A2 minus A1. But what is meaning of A2 and A1? So these are the symbols. First term is known by A. Second term is A2. Third term is A3. Fourth term is A4. Okay, either A or A1, both are same here. But mostly first term is known by A only, not A1. Okay, so A1, A2, A3, A4 or A2, A3, A4. Okay, and difference is D. So just find A2 minus A1, that is the D. So 4 minus 1, 3. 16 minus 20, minus 4. 1 minus 1, 0. Okay, sometimes that doesn't mean arithmetic progression means difference will be in integer. It can be in decimal also, means fraction also. I am giving you some example of that type. Suppose 20, 39 by 2, 19, 37 by 2. This is also arithmetic progression. Now I don't know what is the D. So by finding D from A2 minus A1, so A2 39 by 2 minus 20 by 1. So it will be 2 39 minus 40 is equal to minus 1 by 2. So whenever you cannot find D orally, at that time use this way. Sometimes most of students make mistake. If D is negative, it considered a positive. Okay, so be careful. If progression is decreasing, then D is always negative. Okay, look here. If progression will be increasing, then D is always positive. If progression is steady, then D is always 0. So keep in mind this here also, so that sign mistake can be avoided. How to avoid sign mistake? Look there. It is decreasing, so obviously it may be it must be negative only, not positive. Okay, so this is the basic of arithmetic progression. Now suppose I going ahead in first progression, I want next few terms also. Then you can now say, sir, next term will be 13, then 16, then 19. Why? By adding 3, 3, 3, you can write all succeeding terms. But if I want directly 58 term, 163rd term, then directly how to find? Don't go continuously. So for that purpose, we can make some link here. Now you can do. You can see here, for second term, actually it is a plus d only. Here is a equal to 1, d equal to 3. Why? We already discussed. So second term is nothing but a plus d. Why? 1 plus 3. So A3 is nothing but either A2 plus D, otherwise A plus 2D. You can write first term plus 3, second term plus 3, third term plus 3, fourth term. But we don't go that way. We always try to find particular term from first term. So A plus 2D, why? 2D equal to 3 to the 6, so 1 plus 6, 7. A4, A plus 3D. Okay, so from first term and from difference you can find any term. Okay, suppose you want to find nth term, then you can say a plus n minus 1d. Why? Just compare them. Okay, a2 equal to a plus d, we just verify here, a1 plus 3, so 4 we got. Now a3, why 7? Because 1 plus 2 3s are 6, 7. a4, 1 plus 3 3s are 9, 10. So if you want to find nth term, then it will be n minus b. Why? Because here is 3, then here is 2. Here is 4, then here is 3. If here is n, then it must be n minus 1 here. Okay? So this is the formula. So you understand this formula. If you don't understand, then just memorize it. Okay? How to use that formula? If you are given a, you are given d, and you are given n, then you can find particular number term. Suppose I want to find 12th term of this series. 12th term of this series, then I can first of all list down all variable a is 1, d equal to 3 and n equal to 12. Suppose I am asked to find out 12th term of this series, not manually, not writing continuously, directly 12th term. We'll just write down all values. So a12. a12 means 12th term. 12th term. 12 is a sequence number, just like your roll number. It is not value. So 12 term equal to 1 plus 12 minus 1 d 3. D is always placed in bracket. Why? If there may be negative d, at that time it becomes problematic. So keep in mind and be habituated to place value of d in bracket only. Now just simplify it. 1 plus 11 into 3. So 1 plus 33. It will be 34. Okay. So using this formula, you can find any number term. Any number term. If I want to find 2000 number term, then also I can find it. Just placing value of that number. Okay. Value of n at that place. A and D, you just look. If you just observe, you can say A is given and D also indirectly given. You just find difference of first and second, means second minus first. Okay. Now I want to verify here whether I am right or wrong. You no need to do it. Okay. I just first time I am solving this type of sum. So I verify manually to find 12 number terms. So look there, 10, 13, 16, 19, 22, 25, 28, 31, 34. Now look at first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So this is 12 number terms. So verification also done. Okay. So this is the main formula regarding arithmetic progression. Okay. So whenever a, d and n given, you can find an. An means particular number term. Okay. And n equal to, now look here, a12 equal to 34 means what? 12 number terms value is 34, and its number is here written in subscript. In subscript here. Okay. So if anywhere you came across A36 is equal to minus 105, at that time you can interpret this one. 36 term of any arithmetic progression is minus 105. 36 term of any arithmetic progression means n is given here in subscript. Okay. So we understand now many students confuse at n and an. N and an. N is the number. Number means it's sequence number, just like your roll number. An is its value. An is its value. Okay. So differentiate both terms. Now, if you are given an, a and d, then you can find its number also. If number is given, you can find its value. If value is given, you can find its number also, just by opposite way, reverse way. You already found if everything is given, we found mean. If mean is given, we can find missing frequency. So same way, reverse sum. If an given, a given, d given, and n not given, means out of all four variables, 1, 2, 3, 4. If any three are given, you can find missing one by just setting and making it subject. Okay. So now I am giving you one that type sum also. Suppose $40. I don't know where is 40. Okay. So an equal to given 40. Okay. A and d are already given here. A equal to 1, d equal to 2. So what type of sum is? Value of that sum is given, but that term's sequence number is not given. Okay. So I just place an in place of 40. How this type of question can be asked? Suppose I am having that series. So what type of question will be given? Look here. I am writing question again, here only. If this term of in AP 1, 4, 7, 10 dot is 40. Okay. This way it can be asked. So now we understand here 40 is not number, sequence number of that term. Its value. This term of given AP is 40. Where is 40? What is the roll number of 40? Okay. So 40, many students consider 40 as a n, but it is not n. It is a n. Value of that term. Otherwise, this same question can be asked, how many terms are there in an AP 1, 4, 7, 10 dot 40. Both are same only. Meaning of both statements same. Okay. Both are saying that number of 40 is what? At which place 40 is there. Okay. So this way only you can know given 40 is not value of n. It is value of an. This sequence number you don't know. Okay. Now we try to find its sequence number. Okay. Now look here. Write down every time this formula. Write down our value and prepare list also here. A1, D is 3, an equal to 40, n is not given. So everything is clear here. Everything is clear here. Okay. What is missing, what is given, Now place all values. So an equal to 40, a equal to 1, an equal to 40, a equal to 1, n is not given, and d equal to 3. Okay. So now just simplify it. 40 equal to 1. Now open this bracket, 3n minus 3. Why? Because n minus 1 is not possible. So 3n minus 3. Okay, 3 is multiplied by binomial. Now simplify here, it is 3n minus 2. Okay, now don't start shifting here. First of all, simplify right side, then only start shifting. Now start shifting. I want n. So first of all, I have to shift term here, then coefficient here. Keep in mind sequence also. No, don't shift first coefficient and then term. First priority or first term is given to term. Term means you know. After plus minus, whatever start is whole term. So first of all shifted minus 2, then only 3. So it will become 40 plus 2, 3n. So 42 equal to 3n. Okay. So now 42 upon 3, it is turn of coefficient now. So it is 14. 14 3s are 42. Okay. So now you can give answer. So 14th term of given AP is 40. Okay. You understand? Either directly or indirectly. Matlab, directly or reverse way, any way you can give answer. Not even n or an you can ask. You can find a and d also. If everything else is given and any one thing is missing, you can find it. Now nothing is new. After just understanding all symbols, name and meaning, you just place all value and find out that purpose. And for that purpose, first of all, prepare list. List is important here. Now, if one thing is missing, just subject it. Okay. Now, few more example I am giving you. Now, by observing this ably, you can say A equal to 30. Suppose I cannot say D directly. So I can subtract second term minus third term, A2 minus A1. So it will be 24 minus 30. So it will be minus 6, not 6. Okay. Now suppose I want to find 16th term. I want to find 16 term, so n equal to 16. Means A16 is asked. 16th term I want. Okay. So write down that formula. An equal to A plus n minus 1d. Write down all values A16. Means we are going to find 16th term's value. So write down A 30 n is given here. 16th term. Okay. 16th term. So whenever there is that type of ordinal number means you know. Ordinal means, suppose there are two types of number, cardinal number and ordinal number. Cardinal number means what? 1 is cardinal number. First, ordinal number. 2, cardinal number. Second, ordinal number. 3, cardinal number. Third, ordinal number. Point is same only. Okay, but it is order. Order is given in ordinal number. 4, cardinal number. Fourth, ordinal number. Okay, so whenever ordinal number is given, that is always n. Ordinal number is always n. Why? 26 roll number. So what is the mean by that? 26 sequence number of any student. Okay, so that is always n. So 36. Suppose 16. Here is given 16 minus 1 and D minus 6. I told you always value of D inside of bracket. If no bracket is done, then meaning will be different. Okay. So now it will become 30 plus 15 minus 6. 16 minus and 15 minus 6. Now 30. Now plus minus minus. 15 6 are 90. Okay. Be careful your sign. Actually 15 6 are, that may be like this. Minus 90. Okay. Plus minus minus. Multiplications rule. Now it is 30 plus minus minus 90. Okay. Opening bracket is also one type of multiplication. Okay. So again plus minus minus here. So it will be minus 60. Why minus 60? Whenever opposite sign is there, subtraction. And at last, apply bigger term sign. Not plus minus minus sign here. It is due to bigger term sign, answer becomes negative. Okay. So minus 60 is the term. If you go manually, then also you can find minus 60. Why it becomes minus? Because it is decreasing. So after few terms it will be going negative portion. Okay. So that is the way. Now suppose it is asked here also in reverse way. Here also in reverse way. Then also just like previous one, in previous AP I found n also. So I go this way. This term of 30, 24, 18, 12 is minus 120, minus 90. Okay. Or how many terms are there in an AP? This one. Same way only. 30, 24, 18, 12, dot, minus 90. Okay. So I just give you second example of same type, but in which D is negative. Okay, otherwise everything is repeating. So now again starts that way only. We don't know n. We don't know n, but we know an. So an given minus 90. n is not given. Why? Sequence is asked. So remember this types of words. These are always suggest an. Okay, so sorry. These are always suggest n. n is asked. Okay. Which term over how many terms? If I say I came in your class and I say how many students are there in the class? That is what? Last roll number. Okay. So same way. This is the nothing but a last term's roll number is asked. Last term's roll number is asked. Okay. So this type of question you came across at the time you should know n is asked. Okay. And where you know n is given whenever ordinal number is there. Whenever ordinal number, first, second, fifth, 38th, 35th, at that time given is a n. So n is given, n is asked. Okay. So now write down that value. Minus 90, 30, n is not given, d is minus 6. Same series only, same AP only, but here we go in reverse way. Now minus 90 equal to 30. Now be careful here. Minus 6 into 9, minus 6n, minus 6 into n, minus minus plus 6 1 are 6. Again, be careful whenever d is negative. You should be in bracket only, and whenever you multiply at that time, be careful at sign also. Plus minus minus 6n and minus minus plus 6 1 are 6. Now just simplify here, then only 6m. So 30 plus 6, 36 minus 6x. Now actually that unknown term is negative. We never keep unknown terms negative. We try to convert in positive. So set that term only here, 6a. So 90 go there only. So 36 plus 90. Okay, 36 plus 90. 90 go there. 6n comes here. So 6n equal to 126. So n equal to 126 upon 6. So n equal to 6 2s are 6 1s are. So 21st term will be minus 90. You can verify also by writing all terms. Just make line of writing all terms. Okay, but that is not there. Okay, we find using formula only, not manually by extending that AP. That is not possible every time. Okay, and even you cannot get marks. You get answer only, not marks. Okay, so we just go through two sum in which particular. If I give one extra sum also, suppose I know that particular number term is given, something is given, but suppose A and B are not given, then also we can find, but now we cannot do that type of sum. It will come in the exercise only, at that time we only solve that. Now for time being, you just understand, we can find either AN or N. A and D are always given whenever AP is given. Whenever you are given AP means you are given A as well as D. Okay, and then extra either N is given, then you can find AN. If AN given, you can find N. Okay, so now that is very simple. Okay. Now I want to give another sum also in which D is in fraction. D is in fraction. Suppose it is 10, 19 by 2, 9, 17 by 2, like this. Here you can convert this into decimal also, no problem. If divide upon 2 or upon 5 or upon 10 is there, no problem to keep in either fraction or convert it into decimal. Both are same and equal only. So I just write it this way, 9.5, 9, 8.5, like this. This is our AP. So now A is always visible, 10. Suppose D I don't know, then write down A2 minus A1, always A2 minus A1, not A1 minus A2. Otherwise A3 minus A2, otherwise A4 minus A3. But right term minus left term, not left minus right. Always right minus left. So it will become minus 0.5. Why minus 0.5, that you know. Now suppose you are asked to find 21st term. Find 21st term of this AP. So N become 21st. So now just write down AN equal to A plus N minus 1 D. So AN is asked, means A21 is asked, means 21st term we are going to find. So A 10, N 21 minus 1, D minus 0.5, be careful, in bracket only. So is equal to 10 plus 20 minus 0.5. So 10 plus, this will be minus 10. Why minus 10? Just know here. 20 into 500 and then 10 gone in decimal points. Okay, so it is 10. So 10 minus 10, 0. So 21st number term of this arithmetic progression will be 0. Why? It is decreasing. Okay, so it will convert it into 0 also. Okay, in this type of sum also you can go in reverse way also, that type of question. But now no time for that reverse type of question. Okay, so that is the basic of arithmetic progression. Today we just learn what is arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression is nothing but a one type of series, in which difference between two consecutive terms means you know nearby terms will be constant. Difference between two consecutive terms will be constant. Either it is negative, positive or 0. Maybe integer or fraction also. But difference should be constant. That is the definition of arithmetic progression. Now, what is the formula? So far only one formula we used. That is AN is equal to A plus N minus 1D. What is the symbol? What that symbol suggests? AN suggests that nth term's value. A means first term. N means number of that term. and D means difference. What is being added to go ahead? Okay. Now how it can be used? If A and D are always given, if arithmetic progression itself is given. If N is given, you can find An. If N given, you can find N. But finding N is quite different way. In that one, you have to shift particular terms and make subjective N also, and at that time you have to be careful. And what is extra precaution? One more important precaution is to keep value of D inside of bracket only. And whenever D is negative, be careful at sign also. Whether you are opening that bracket or anyway. Sign mistake should not be there. Okay. Then this portion is very simple. Just using one formula, simplify, place value and understand question well. Okay, that is all. Okay. Now I just give you few questions. Find 31st term of AP 1, 5, 9, 13, etc. Okay. Now 2. Which term of an AP 2, 5, 8, 11 is 92. Okay, so 2 questions only you have to solve. Okay. Thank you.